Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome back to some more Total War Rome 2. We're playing on the Imperator Augustus campaign on and using the Divide et Impera submod. We're playing as Octavian. It's always a mouthful to say that. So guys, we're going to continue to finish off Pompey. I will recap where we stand in the campaign and our armies. So diplomacy-wise, we currently have a defensive alliance with Numidia and Lepidus. He's getting absolutely smashed from all sides, and I will recap his position. We currently have Octavian himself with Legion 1. We have 5 units of armored legionaries, 1 Eagle cohort, 4 Praetorian Guard, 1 unit of Roman ballista, 4 units of legionary equites, 1 unit of the baggage train which has supplies, which is from the DEI mod, and we have the Italian auxiliaries. Now in the description below is all the mods that I'm using for the Divide et Impera, so it might look different from yours. I have got the Rome 1 music pack, but you're most welcome to download and play along with me, of course. So we managed to actually kill Pompey in taking Sicily. However, well, the faction leaders don't die in this. However, we managed to throw him back, and we've taken the entirety of Sicily, Sardinia and Corsica and Sardinia, and we've taken this little island here off Hispania. We're going to be finishing off Pompey here today. He's actually taken Saguntum from Lepidus. Now I have 1 full legion here. I'm going to recap basically where my settlements are and my army. So we have 1 Legion 1 here with my fleet. We currently have Legion 2 coming over with Marcus Agrippa. Here, 1 Eagle cohort, 2 armored legionaries, 3 legionaries, just to basically help with the war on Iberia. Now, I do have another army here under the command of Marcus Canus. He's going to be staying in Sicily and going to be recruiting an army when need be. So I have the entirety of Italy. Pushing up through northern Italy as well, we have Cisalpina. Moving over to Gaul now is where the other majority of my territories are. So this is basically modern day France, Bertigala, Tolosa. We don't really have much of the northern regions. I do have Legion 3 up in the north here, 1 unit of Eagle cohort, 5 units of legionary cohort, 2 auxiliary Gallic spearmen, and auxiliary Bertigalan spearmen, because a army of the Marcomanni actually trespassed into my lands. They are getting bolder, so we need a military up here. So in the region of Aquitaine, we have the entirety of the province, but in Galatia, Germania Minor, we have sort of settlements in each, sort of a little bit broken. Now, we do have client states in the Gauls and the Helvetii. So, looking at the campaign map here, let's actually sort of recap. Now, Lepidus is getting absolutely smashed. The western half of Iberia has taken Cartho Nova. Looks like they might be taking Tarraco. There's rebels here. So, Lepidus is getting smashed from Iberia. I'm actually at war with the Iberians. Egypt is pushing from the east, taking Lepus, and they only have Carthage, which isn't good for us, seeing we will be going to war with Mark Antony, and Egypt is a vassal of them. So let's actually quickly have a look at the world map, how it's sort of developing. So it's obviously Mark Antony and his allies and client states over here. Egypt's pushing up. Lepidus has some couple of territories here and there. Iberia, the Iberian clans have expanded. Got the Celtics and the Britons and Germanic tribes up here. Now, I did say after I finish Pompey, I probably want to focus on another one of the Roman factions. This is Imperator Augustus. This is the Civil War. I want to try and finish off the Roman factions. However, victory conditions wise, for military victory, we need 100 settlements. We currently have 29. We need Africa, Macedon, 180 units, and 60 naval units. Now, after I finish off Pompey, I don't know if I'm going to be strong enough to be able to take out Mark Antony. The thing is, Mark Antony, if I was just fighting him alone, maybe. However, what I'm worried about is his client states, which are pretty vast, such as Thrace. Who else is pretty big? Obviously, Egypt. Who else has he got that's pretty prominent? He's got Armedia and Galatia here. Yeah. A pretty big backbone to his army. But maybe if I attack, they won't attack me. So, I have a couple of options. Once I finish off Pompey, I could start an Iberian conquest. Try and take the entirety of Iberia. Take out the Canterbury. I'm already at war with them, so we could blood our troops, make it a little bit stronger. It's obviously a Germanic conquest, and the Celtic and maybe Britain conquest. However, this is, like I said, the Civil War. This is Imperator Augustus. So I want Romans to fight Romans. I want to finish the campaign when all the other Roman factions have been destroyed. However, I don't want to deviate from the path too much on fighting Mark Antony and Lepidus. We're about to finish off Pompey, so I don't know. Maybe I do think I have to take out the Iberian barbarians and try and consolidate my holdings. But let me know in the comments your thoughts and opinions about that. So, let's go and fight Pompey here today. So, who is taking the command? So, not a very big host. Only 4 units in reinforcements. So, what we're going to do is we're going to move my fleet up. So, we have Legion 1 coming across. We have Legion 2 coming from Sicily. And we have Legion 3 defending the north. So attacking Pompey here today. They got 1 unit of South Iberian levy. So this army seems pretty weak. The garrison reinforcements has the most of it. And then there's, what, Legion 6. So let's fight this one on the field today. And officially finish off Pompey. So guys, if you are enjoying this Octavian campaign, I would really appreciate it if you could hit that like button. It's a great way for me to gauge if you're still enjoying the series. And it really does help me and my channel out a bunch. Also, subscribe to keep up to date. If you want to stay connected with me, you're most welcome to check out my social media links, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. But I'm pretty happy with this army build at the moment. Got 4 units of cavalry. Have the Italian auxiliaries, which look fantastic. And hopefully we'll be able to get some more sort of different units, because Divide et Impera, once you have client states, you're able to take regions, because each region has their own specific unit. So it's actually sort of broken ground in here. We'll push up and kill them. What was I getting to? Yes, in Divide et Impera, when you have the region or a client state, you pretty much get access to their unit roster. So I got a lot of fantastic additions to this campaign in the Divide et Impera submod. For example, in my Spartan campaign I did, because I attacked the Romans very early on, I was able to recruit basically Roman units, which is sort of historically accurate. For example, when the Romans were fighting the Carthaginian wars, when the Carthaginians were winning, Rome adapted their military and built ships and used their weapons of war there and other factions and whatnot. That's why the Roman Empire was so fucking great. They adapted to every situation, and they were able to change their combat style accordingly. Now, I do have my baggage train here, which, yeah, I might just, where can I put you? I could put you up on the hill, that puts you out of harm's way. Probably not. I want to keep you with the main army. So we have Octavian here. Now, there is going to be a hell of a lot of reinforcements, so I might not let my ballista and archers fire at will. But here is Octavian himself leading the charge, and we're going to be finishing off Pompey here today. I might actually have a look at the Eagle cohort and Praetorian Guard. These guys look absolutely fantastic in the field. Very, very nice. Where's the Praetorian Guard? I wonder if I can just spot them out from here. I think they're on this other flank, the Praetorians. No, my mistake. I put them in the second flanking rear. Guard. Right, but without further ado, let's get stuck into the battle. So I'm going to get my archers and my ballista to halt and disable fire at will. Let's move up the front line to quickly overwhelm their forces. We'll get my cavalry to flank around as well. So the enemy army is reinforcing them, so they're coming from this side of the field. I'm going to get my Praetorians to sort of face this way. Archers can move up. So they're moving up a unit of cavalry. Let's move up and meet them. Ballista will move as well. I'm not entirely sure what this unit of South Iberians is doing. Archers, I do believe, are firing at will. They shouldn't be, because it's going to cause way too much friendly fire. We'll get my units to quickly engage. If we can. Alright, I'm going to get my cavalry to move here. My two other units of cavalry can go... What, here, say? I want you to go up and behind and around. But here comes Pompey's host. Nothing overly impressive. A couple of Avati cohorts. Nevertheless. Alright, let's try break these units here. Let's move down and around to engage. So I do want to try take the high ground as best as I can. So reform the army here. Cavalry wise can sit there. I'm going to get my cavalry to run down these skirmishes now. Let's move my archers here as well. And I want to move up the ballista as best I can. Get out of the clearing will be the best. Alright, so move you here. What's this? Heavy Praetorian cavalry. We should be able to beat that quite comfortably. Let's form my cavalry back up here. Ballista are nearly in position.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Get my cavalry to engage. Archers can now go with fire at will. Form up. My giant ballista are nearly out of the shrubbery. Archers fire at will. Right, how's this engagement going? Okay, let's fall out here. We're engaging armoured legionaries. It's not a good sight. So let's start getting some flammable rounds off. Miss. Maybe we're better hitting some of these smaller units here. Perfect. Alright, how are we sort of going here? So that cavalry unit has broken. Those armoured legionaries are being drawn out. We'll leave the baggage units back there. So it looks like they're going to attack me, which is interesting. Let's charge out and kill them. Let's go with the counter charge here. It's always better counter charging as Rome. Obviously having Peeler to soften them up, you can get some really nice charges up and on. Alright, let's swing my cavalry around. What's sort of happening on this side here? Alright, let's try to break that cavalry unit. Let's fool you guys around. Get my ballista to fire them. Let's throw down some buffs. Let my archers rain and ballista rain fire and death upon the enemy. The enemy general has been killed. One of the enemy general has. But a pretty nice battle so far. Alright, sort of how are we doing here? So there's a unit of armored legionaries which is being not destroyed. So let's push up and finish them off now, shall we? Get my ballista to halt now and disable fire at will. I feel like they're going to cause way too much friendly fire than what they're going to be worth. So let's engage these unit here. Let's swing around with my cavalry to help. Alright, let's get my cavalry here to start running down the enemy that have broken. Alright, don't worry about those archers. We're going to pivot around here and hit these guys from behind. Archers, halt as well. Disable fire at will. I feel like it's going to cause way too much friendly fire. So we've got one unit of the 2 units of Praetorian Guard about to engage this Avati cohort.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
There's going to be a nice melee here. Man, that guy has about 5 peeler. Alright, let's continue to engage. Let's swing the cavalry around and get some flanking maneuvers. Right, move my cavalry in here to help. We need to hit these now. Go, 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 go. Let's hit these guys from behind and break them. Cavalry, come on, we need to hit these javelin men. What if we can get a cinematic shot of this engagement? Still trying to run them down like the scum they are. For Octavian! For Caesar! Alright, how are we sort of going here? Alright, let's get some hammer and anvil strikes once again. Let's move back out. How are we sort of going here? Still in this prolonged engagement. Right, there's a unit here that I can hit. These armed citizenry, they're not going to stand a chance. If a couple of volleys. 113 before the initial volleys. Let's make these men into pin cushions. I feel bad for them. It's basically target practice. So let me know in the comment section down below where you would like me to attack. I haven't really decided. Like I said, I don't really want to get too far away from... Whoa, okay, right. Yeah. Let's swing around here. Right. What was I saying? Oh, yes. I don't want to get too far away from what this campaign is. It's Roman versus Roman. That is the point. So I also don't want to leave Mark Antony and Lepidus too long, or otherwise they're going to continue to be strong. However, I don't know if I'm going to be able to beat them on the field of battle, especially with Mark Antony's allies. Holy shit. So we've won. We're going to end the battle there. A decisive victory. Pretty fun engagement. Our first sort of land battle against Pompey. We might have had one or we had a siege. But we deployed 3,031, lost 180 on the field. They deployed 3,058 and lost 2,522 on the field. So a really nice battle against Pompey. Not Pompey himself, but House Pompey. We're going to enslave the 882 captives, because in Divide et Impera we can sell slaves. So we're going to be taking Saguntum and finishing off Pompey. I guess when we killed him he was injured and has been wounded for a fair few turns, and they just didn't recruit him in an army again. But a decisive victory. We have the option of actually subjugating Pompey. That would be quite funny. Not really a point though. Right, let's continue to run down the remaining of his army. I do have my spy here at Cartho Nova, but I feel like war with the Iberian, basically confederacy, is nearly inevitable. They do have a small army here, but Pompey's going to start rotting now. So we've got Legion 1 moving across. Let's we've got some unassigned skills, so let's quickly go through them. Shots per minute. Let's upgrade the campaign movement. I wonder just doing that now has increased it. No. So let's end the turn. Finish off and destroy Pompey here today. Oh, they've taken Tarraco. Oh, for fuck's sake. Pompey lives. Not too bad, though. I'm going to be able to get Saguntum and Tarraco. So what's happened here? Okay. Numidia has attacked an army of Pompey, who are my defensive allies. And we do have a fleet. So I'm not going to engage. Hopefully they don't take my island here. But we'll just have to see. Desertion? Where from exactly? Oh, Legion 2, because we don't have any supplies. That's why. Because this is technically contested. We can move here and get supplies. But regardless, we're going to push upon Tarraco. No, Tarraco isn't part of that region. Interesting. So let's push upon them and start sieging Tarraco. I wonder if these Latin rebels will come to our aid. Doesn't look like it. They must have recruited some units. So we're going to continue the siege. We're going to move in now. My fleet. To help with the blockade. Faction, right. A member of your family has been dabbling in surgery. His skill with a knife leaves little to be desired. The pile of bodies is becoming difficult to hide. Hide him, out him, do nothing. -5 influence. We managed to hide. Let's hide him. Now, how much does that change the odds? I'm going to continue to starve the settlement out. I'm quite surprised these Latin rebels wouldn't want to help with the cause. I am concerned about these Iberian rebels. And also, I also found it kind of stupid that I basically didn't have any armies playing as Octavian. You'd think that I would at least have 2 to 3 full stacks. But maybe that's DEI. Maybe you get full stacks in the vanilla Imperator Augustus. But I think we'll just expand here, and I'm going to end the video. Go to the public forum, and let's expand Fesontio. So we've got basically this army's here, keeping control and keeping an eye on my client states and barbarians to the north. This army's coming over here. I probably really could use that army, Legion 2, to help take out Tarraco, because I don't particularly want to play the siege. But the auto-resolve doesn't overly favour me too much. But guys, it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'd really much appreciate it. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. We're going to be continuing to finish off Pompey in the next episode. Let me know in the comments where you think I should expand my Roman Empire. I don't think I'm strong enough to attack Mark Antony. Maybe I should help finish off Lepidus. Taking out the Iberian Confederacy, the tribes, will be a great way. Obviously, Hispania, the Iberian Peninsula, is of course has an abundance of resources, and it will give me this a pretty good. I don't really think staging ground, more like just an economical breadbasket and just structure for the empire. Maybe I need to blood my forces, get a big enough economy so I can take on Mark Antony head on. But I have to end it here. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Stay tuned for more content on my channel. My name has been Simpzy. Also, let me know in the comment section down below what you'd like to replace this campaign. This will finish in... I feel like this is not going to finish anytime soon, but there's still a fair few number of episodes left. But you're most welcome to let me know in the comment section down below what you'd like to replace this. Maybe you want to see more Rome 2, Imperator Augustus. But I have to end it here now, guys. I've been blabbering on long enough. Goodbye.